The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this the same as a touchback now, up to the 30 before going out. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Second down now, 7 to go. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10 from the 41. It's White on the give. And this one doesn't go far. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Pass play coming here. He lets a heater go deep. Brought in inside the 20. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. 2-2 Atwell, now to return it. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everyone.
And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. And the Rams finds a seam left side. He's off to the races. 30. And they return it all the way back for 2 to minimize the sting of that opposing touchdown.
It's far from this kicker's first NFL campaign, but I bet you it's one of the first kicks he's seen turn into points on the other side. Hey, listen, fault is shared by everybody, but I'm sure he'd prefer this to be the last time it happens in his lengthy career.
And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jamel Dean makes the play. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. Warning was a gimme. Just give him 6.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Complete out to the right. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a...
They're on him again, and he goes down again. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. They'll throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. The Rams are set to punt. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The give now to White. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I put their ability to execute the RPO up with anybody in the league. In the best of the teams, when you get in that run-pass option, you create a state of conflict. You get that defense on their heels, and big plays follow.
They'll say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Brought in right side. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers blowing them out in this opening quarter. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Atwell now to return. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 39. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Buccaneers scoop it up!
You know, Kate, defenders today are taught, don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Buccaneers continue piling on to this lead. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Atwell now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. They'll come out throwing. Able to find Nakua here. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 31. He's on the move. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. And they're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers leading so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. Pass complete. 2-2 Atwell. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Man in motion here. From the 37. Has him running the comeback. They gain 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. From the 17. Getting out to his left. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They go play action here. His pass caught by Nakua. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Slide's kick is up and good. And that's only a small chip off of what's still a 29-point advantage.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's a bootleg for him. Finds his fullback. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, it's a give to White. And not much doing, he stopped quickly. Give him a few yards on that run, it's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Pass caught by Tank Dell. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And they send a man in motion. Throwing now from the gun. Gets everything he has under this throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So 2nd down coming up.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Rams will take over beyond their own 40.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Throwing now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From midfield on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
To throw it on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He gets this one to Nakua. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. To the house. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So the Rams keep the offense out there. They're deciding to try for 2. He's throwing for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Cut out left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. And oh, he got it! Interception!
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He'll throw it. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Buccaneers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. Atwell now to return. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Vacates quickly left side. Now he takes it. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They go play action on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now. Bails out of the pocket quick. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket. The others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To the air, 3rd and long. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force took a great defensive effort to do it.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. They're going for this. Incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
A give right side to White. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stop made by Braden Fisk. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's a throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Buccaneers continue adding on to that lead. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Atwell now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dump off caught by his back. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
From the 21. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. A give now out of the shotgun. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Another carry for him. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Pass play now. Escapes the... And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams lower the deficit they face. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's out a little short of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Try the right side with White. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Here's White again. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set...
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers have it and just have to close this out to continue on in the playoffs. First and 10 from the 41. He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the 32-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Hauled in left side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5. Now looking to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27. Working quickly here. Handoff on 2nd and short. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Play action on 1st down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing from the gun. Rolling into enemy territory. At the 20. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams putting up points in a game decided. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
He's throwing for it. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Third and just 2 to go. A run now with White. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That is an old-school battle you simply love to see. An offense that close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed its way. It's a battle of wills. It's the offense that gets it done this time.
Going to the ground again on first. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Brought in right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers with a 16-point lead. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, White. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Running on second with White. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. He'll throw it. Connection made to Dell. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second.